Guys, Lisa Whimsical Gardener. So today I want to do a fun project. So we're at the end of June. I'm filming this and the yard is glorious and there is a lot of blooms. So what I want to do, the idea that I had was doing a bunch of flower arrangements, various heights, and display them in the dining room. So I was thinking of maybe starting off with the tall arrangements and then stepping down, and then I have some beautiful teacups as well too, using that as a vase as well. So what I want to do, it's a little bit early in the morning, and so I want to cut the flowers, let them rest, and then later in the day we'll do all of the arrangements. Would love if you can subscribe to the channel, share with a gardening friend too as well. So I'm starting at the front of the house, and let's start cutting some things here. So the first thing I want to cut is this beautiful Verbena. I think it would be really pretty, being like nice and airy and all, and they're getting a little bit scraggly, so I'm gonna trim them, put back some order in front of here, and then have enough for my flower arrangement as well. Isn't that gorgeous? Right, I'm going to strip the leaves out of this, and then I'll put it in my container. For the taller arrangement, I have these spikes from my Hosta that I think would look really good. So let's cut a few stems of these. I'm not a fan of the flowers for the Hosta, so I'm trimming them and making an arrangement as well at the same time. Oh, you guys, there's a bee. I'm disturbing the bees, you guys. Don't worry, I'm still leaving lots of flowers for them. So this, I think I can put like at the edge, let it maybe trail down a little bit. It'll look very whimsy. Here we have some knockout roses. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a couple of sprigs of that as well. So sorry, you guys. I think this might be good, right? Yeah, okay, we'll continue. For something that's a little bit more whimsy, I've got these spikes from my Heuchera. I think they would look really good. Again, trimming, and you guys, okay, first of all, let's take a look at these beautiful mahogany splendor hibiscus. I'm gonna have to come start tying them up here, but they are looking amazing. They're doing exactly what I want. I'm pinching it, sorry, because I wanted to bush out a little bit more. Pinching it just makes it branch out more. See how nice and thick it is? Beautiful. Beautiful, guys, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. So anyway, this is what I meant to show you. Hopefully you can see the little whimsiness of it. I have a couple over here too. So I'm going to go ahead and trim those as well. I think they would look good. Brought a second container out because I'm also cutting some foliage as well while I'm here. So I love using Heuchera, so I'm looking for the ones that have the really long stems that I'm going to use. And And I'm going to cut as well some smaller stems too as well. This is the back of it. That's the front. And I'm going to go ahead and cut some smaller leaves as well. While I'm at the front here, I'm thinking that I may cut some of the stems of the yellow archangel because it would look nice kind of hanging down at the side of the vase. And I have many of them. Guys, you can't really see it, but I came out here and I'm smelling. I'm like, what smells amazing? It's a stargazer lily. They're blooming and they're so heavy that they fell. So I'm gonna cut a few of the flowers. So let me try to go back there. Are you guys ready to see this? Ta-da! Guys, how beautiful is that? Isn't it amazing? And I'm gonna take the stamen out so it doesn't stain up inside of the house. But isn't that gorgeous? And there's one that's gonna open up inside. It smells so good. So good. All right, let's put this one. What I'm probably gonna do is maybe cut one more stem. Imagine a little teacup with this. Beautiful, right? Gorgeous. I'll take the little stamen out. They stain when they drop, so I don't want it to do that. Gorgeous, isn't it? Gorgeous. All right, I think I have enough from the front of the house. Let's now move to the side. I haven't even gone to the back, but I think we're gonna do probably maybe 5 to 6 vases of different heights. So we'll see where we get from there. I may need to come back out and cut as I make these arrangements, but we're making a pretty good dent so far. This is what we have so far. And I have this container with all of the heucheras in it. Well, so in the middle of cutting all of the flowers, I realized I probably need to make this a 2-part video. So part 1 would be me cutting all the flowers because there's so much that we need to cut. And then I just love going around. It's just peaceful, just going around cutting flowers. So I think that would be really nice to show you guys just me doing a peaceful garden walk, cutting the flowers. So we'll change the tune of our video. And then part 2 will be us doing all of the vase arrangements. So I think that would be really nice. So back here, I've got a bunch of, what do you call it? Dara. So I'm going to cut various sizes of it. And then I'm looking, I have some beautiful plumes from my Prairie Wind grass as well. We'll cut that. And we'll see. Oh, and for greenery, I've got what do you call it? The Artemisia would look really nice too. So let's cut some of the flowers from the Dara. And the Dara is, this set here is coming off at the end of its season, at the end of its life, but there's more that's seeded that are coming down on the stone step garden bed. So I'm going to try to cut a whole bunch of these out from here, and I'm going to go with a lot of the smaller, I'm going to do various sizes of these. Isn't that gorgeous? Now these I may or may not use the ones that are closing up that are seeding, but I thought they have a pretty good, interesting shape right now that would look really nice. So I came back to the front, you guys, because I wanted to cut one of this, or a couple of this Sunfinity sunflower. I'm leaving the little buds over, so I'm just cutting just the flower itself because I figured this would look really cute in like one of the teacups or things like that. So let me cut one more. All right, so I got 3 of those. Aren't they gorgeous? Beautiful. For some foliage, I figure some stems of this Dara would be really nice. So I am trimming it up a little bit back here. So you can see it. Gorgeous, isn't it? I'll do a couple of stems. My Prairie Wind grass, I need to come tie it up. We had a lot of rain and, oh, there's bee buzzing behind me. We had a lot of rain, so I have to come tie it up. But I figured this would be a good chance for me to take a couple of sprigs of this and it would look really, really nice in the arrangement. So let's cut a couple of plumes here. I don't know if you can see, but see how it has the beautiful spikes? I'm going to keep the grasses, the leaves, because I think that would look really nice too as well. Let me cut a couple more just to be. So from this area here, which is at the Stone Step Garden bed area, I've got yarrow and lots of yarrow that we can cut. And guys, I just have this Dara that it's gotten too heavy. How gorgeous is that? So we're going to cut that, and let's cut a couple of yarrow. Oh, you guys, it's the cutest thing ever. So there's a bee that is on that echinacea there, and then you can see on its leg the pollen are on it. Like you can see it actually doing its thing. Gorgeous. I'm going to snip one of this flower. And cut a bunch of yarrow. I have another container inside. Actually, 2 containers inside that I've been taking flowers in. So let me go put this one in there, and then we'll come back. For the greenery, I'm also thinking that I have lots of lemon balm, so that would look really nice. Oh, I just noticed my hibiscus is starting to flower. Yay! So we've got lemon balm that I want to use. I'm also thinking maybe that I use some of the foliage from the anemone as well, that they make pretty good, what do you call it? Pretty good foliage. All right, I'll be back. Guys, I wanted to show you the bees on the flowers. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I'm in their way. And then this echinacea started flowering as well. So the next things I'm going to cut is my Rudbeckia. which they've grown really tall. And before I could have gotten a chance to stake out this bunch here, the rain fell and they're kind of lean. So I may need to come back here and stake this setup. I staked some behind, but it looks like all of this have just fell. But let's go ahead and cut us some Rudbeckia. I'm going to cut me a couple more stems. You guys, isn't that gorgeous? All right, let me go put them in a vase so they can hydrate a little bit. Guys, I wanted to show you that our thistles that we started from seed last year overwintered and they are growing now. They have thistles and they have turned the little blue color. Oh my God, it's amazing. I can't believe it only took a whole, these are well, are they biannual? I don't think so. But it took a whole year for them to get flowers. So let me show you. Look at the blue on it, ginger blue. Gorgeous, isn't it? Guys, we grew this. I'm so happy that we have this. I have some in the willow tree bed area too as well that I am going to cut as well for this. And then what I'm also thinking is when I set the biannual seeds this year to plant out in fall, the flower next year, thistle will be one of the ones we're going to set to as well because I want more thistles in the yard. And now that I know the length, the height of it, I realized this also needs to go at the back of the border, not in the front of the border. But lesson learned, they look pretty. I'm not doing anything to them. They're just doing their jobs. While we're at it here, you guys, at the side of the stone sub garden bed, our self-seeded cherry tomato are loaded with cherry tomato. I don't know if you can see it here. There's a lot of them here, back there, over here. I'm just letting them do their thing. They look healthy. I love the self-seeded one because they automatically, what do you call it, harden off, but just being where they are. While I'm at it here, we have some, what do you call it, hyssop that is blooming. So I'm going to cut some of the flowers as well from this. Hyssop smells like a licorice scent. And I'm stripping the flowers as I'm here too as well. Kind of help with when I'm putting them in the vase. Maybe I'll do another one. So I'm back at the shade garden bed area. This is more of the partial sun area. And I'm going to cut a couple of these spikes of the blooms from the Heuchera. Doing two jobs here. Pruning, maintaining some good, though making everything look kind of, what do you call it, all crazy. So making it look a little bit neat and tidy by trimming some of the plumes. Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous, gorgeous. And then my poppies here are done blooming, so I want to keep the spikes, the heads of the poppy. So I'm going to remove the leaves of them, but I'm only keeping the pods of itself. This alone in an arrangement will look very beautiful. I need to go put these in water. I have maybe like a couple more minutes before I have to run out for an errand. So I need to speed up my pace with all of this. How gorgeous is this, guys? This alone in an arrangement. Just this. I can just prop this just like this in a vase and it would look good. All right, let me go put these in some water. All right, so I'm here at my next batch of echinacea and I want to leave them here, but I also want to cut maybe a stem for one of the arrangements. How gorgeous is that? Our Rosa Sharon, while we're here, is flowering and it's fluffing as well. So I'm going to cut a couple of stems as focal point flowers and prune it at the same time. Ah, sun's harsh. Let's go in the light in the shade a little bit. Much better. This alone in a vase would look really nice too. Okay, it's only one right now, but there are several other blooms that are coming up. Isn't that amazing? Dahlia, you want to cut it exactly how you want it to look because it's not going to open up in the vase. So don't cut it with the buds closed. It's not going to open up in the vase. So cut it like how you're seeing it here. All right, hopefully you can see it. Guys, how gorgeous is that? Oh my goodness, so delicate. Wow, paired with the buddleia, how beautiful. That's the only one that I've been able to grow because buddleias, what do you call it? Hollyhocks have like a rust disease from the leaves and haven't been successful that much with it. Beautiful. I'm going to cut a couple of stems of lemon balm from the deck as well and some stems of basil because they make for really great fillers and greenery. So I'm going to go ahead and trim a couple of stems. I'm going to let them hydrate inside. Wish you can smell the lemon balm. It smells so good. Basil is amazing for greenery and flower arrangements too as well. Especially if you're able to get longer stems. Oh, it smells so good. Much better. You can see it. That's the lemon balm. Oh my god, with the basil, it smells divine. So I'm going to cut a lot of the buddleias that are at the back of the butterfly bush because I want to keep the ones in the front where I can see them. And this thing grows like crazy. We did a severe prune of it in the fall, and it's coming like crazy. So I'm going to try to navigate behind here and not to get poked by anything. I'm not sure how much you saw of that, but we got some pretty good stems here. I'm even going to keep these ones because they make very interesting spikes. I think they should be enough. Oh, beautiful. You guys. I was self-seeded black-eyed Susan that just grew, and now it has a whole bunch of flowers. So let me show you guys in a random spot. Yep, just random black-eyed Susan in the middle of the pathway, and I just decided to leave it because I'm like, why not? So let me cut a couple of stems of flowers as well from it. So from here, I've got lots of cleome, and I've got lots of coneflower. I need to come stake this back up. I'm going to cut up just a couple of small pieces of the cleome. You got to be very careful because they are thorny. And usually if you're cutting this midday, the flower will be closed. So just FYI on that. This is my cleome there. Alright guys, this would be the end of part one. So you saw us cut all of the flowers. By the way, isn't this an amazing view? I know, I keep saying that, but it's just amazing this time of the year. So hot right now, it's midday, and so I'm going to go inside. I'm going to let the flowers condition in the water, and then we'll do, probably tonight, I'll do all of the arrangements, which that will be for part two. So stick around for part two of this video. We'd love if you can subscribe to the channel, share with a gardening friend too as well. Until next time, everybody, happy gardening, and the garden is at its peak. See you later.